there's a shift in the job market that I want to talk about that we have not seen since 2009, and it's significant and meaningful for your wallet. The hardest time I've ever had in this job, which is not really a job, it's a joy, but it was very, very tough after the banking scandals resulted in the Great Recession. And the term that came into vogue in 2009, when the job market seized up and we were having big jumps in unemployment, was that the job market was frozen. Now, today, we have moved into perhaps another frozen job market, but not at this moment anywhere severe like what happened with the Great Recession. What it does mean is that employers are afraid right now to engage in new initiatives, new hiring. Employers are afraid to expand right now because the economic dislocations of a steady parade of tariffs has so disrupted business confidence that just for now, employers are afraid. And it's why we were this year supposed to have a solid economy, and now economists are debating laying percent odds on us going into a recession. So the job market is not in a deep freeze, which when it was frozen from 09 to 12, it was in the deep freeze. And if you lived through that and you suffered from it, you know what I'm talking about. We're not anywhere like that right now, but we're not in a great space right now. For the first time in years and years, the job market is not an employee job market anymore. And how long that's going to go on, don't know. We're a large economy, we're a diverse economy, and as much as I've made it clear, I don't like tariffs at all, we will eventually adjust. And because business people do that, they don't want to go out of existence. They adapt, and we will adapt, and the job market will heal again. But in the meantime, it means you've got to be creative. Where are the opportunities going to be? And number one, the opportunities are going to be in smaller, service-oriented companies and businesses, not well-known brand names, because most big enterprises in some way are involved in businesses where they are directly affected by the tariff mania. Small businesses operate in a different environment, and they only shrink from a decline in economic activity, i.e. a recession, or as I described recently, a growth recession. So the big names are not where you're going to find the market thawed out. You're going to find that in local activities. You might find it even with a state or local government job, as an example that I talked about before. It may even be, as it was so much from 2009 to 12, that business idea you always had, that you get out there and start that. And so this is a bump in the road. This is not an unmitigated disaster like what followed the banking scandals. So this is a rougher patch than we've had in a while, but it is not something that needs to feel hopeless in any way. It just requires you being more flexible, more creative. In the meantime, pick up gig work or whatever that brings some money in to pay bills if you're somebody who has been laid off.